Hey there folks, my name is EmptyBerry and welcome to today's episode of Lore to Go, the series where we talk about the story behind games in 5 minutes or less. In this episode, we'll be talking about the story behind the new Destiny raid, the Vow of the Disciple. We'll learn about why we are going into the pyramid in Savathun's throne world, what's been happening with the Scorn, and about the most powerful entity ever shown in-game in Destiny. If that sounds cool, don't forget to subscribe to the channel in order to see more videos about characters and events in the Destiny universe. With all that said, let's jump into it. The Vow of the Disciple raid begins after Savathun's defeat in the Witch Queen expansion. Mara Sov contacts the Guardian and informs them that something has begun to stir within the pyramid that is in Savathun's throne world. She warns of a dark entity within of unknown power, and so the Guardians do what they do and decide to go stop it. Before we go further, I want to give some background on this pyramid and its occupant, a being known as Rhulk, the first disciple. Rhulk is the last member of his race, the Lubrians, and also a devoted servant to the Witness. He is incredibly powerful, having destroyed countless civilizations and subjugated many races. Also, he has never, and I mean never, skipped a leg day. Being the Witness's first disciple, it can be assumed that he is one of the most powerful of the Witness's minions, and from some lore bits we know him to be much more powerful than even the Worm Gods. I'll do another video with a deeper look into Rhulk's past and what he's accomplished, but for now just know that he is quite a big deal. A while ago, the Witness began to mistrust Savathun, and so he sent Rhulk to park his pyramid ship inside her throne world and keep an eye on her. With him, he brought a machine known as the Upended, which is a Doomsday device capable of destroying her throne world in case she steps out of line. However, he did not anticipate Savathun gaining the light, and once she brought it back to the Ascendant Realm, she was able to trap Rhulk inside the pyramid and disable the Upended, effectively stranding him there. Unfortunately, once we killed Savathun, that containment was destroyed, giving Rhulk the ability to move freely once again. It's because of this imminent threat that we accidentally released that the Guardians decide to enter the pyramid. Upon entering the pyramid, the Guardians find that Rhulk has been experimenting with using worm larvae on the Scorn. What he is attempting to accomplish with this isn't truly known, but we can assume that it is to create some type of new creature imbued with the power of darkness to serve the Witness. The Guardians encounter one being that survived this experimentation, a large Scorn-esque creature called the Caretaker. This is the only living Scorn we find in the pyramid that appears to have been experimented on, so it could be that Rhulk hasn't quite figured out the entire process yet. Inside of the pyramid, we also see the Upended floating above an enormous creature that resembles the Worm Gods. We later come to find out that this is Zeta, the mother of all the Worm Gods, who Rhulk kidnapped from Fundament millennia ago. Don't worry, like I said before, I'll be doing a deeper dive into Rhulk and go into this encounter with the Worm Gods in more detail later. With the threat of the Upended hanging above her, Rhulk utilizes Zeta to produce nearly infinite worm larvae for use in his experiments. Savathun at one point also benefited from this arrangement by having new larvae for her hive army to use. As the Guardians fought deeper into the pyramid, they soon came upon Rhulk himself. A fierce battle was waged in which he underestimated the Guardians, not utilizing his full strength until he realized that they could harm him. By that time it was much too late, and the Guardians struck him down, disabling the Upended in the process and ending the threat for now. From his body, they claimed his personal weapon as their own, a glaive called Lubray's Ruin. However, it is theorized that Rhulk is not truly dead. Upon his defeat, many strange branches of darkness sprung from his body, which is similar to what happened to the Caretaker when he was killed. From other lore on the Raid Sparrow, it is revealed that these types of vines are able to mend any type of injury, so this may not be the last time we see Rhulk. His return and the fallout of it is yet unknown, but I will be here with you to explore that story when the time comes. Thanks for tuning in to today's episode of Lore to Go. We covered the story of the Vow of the Disciple raid today, including some shocking reveals about the Witness and his followers. Be on the lookout for future videos about the Witch Queen expansion and the new season of The Risen. If you like this video, please like and subscribe to make sure you don't miss out on any future content. That's all for today though. Thank you all for joining me, and I'll see you next time.